Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jen and I love all things color, talk about makeup, skincare, and all things beauty. Today it's makeup and a beautiful eyeshadow palette from Sephora collection. I haven't bought a lot from Sephora collection lately. I think the last one I got was this palette, S Clean. It was part of the S Clean collection line. It's a cream to powder blushes, and they are phenomenal, so pigmented and so long lasting. So yeah, this guy is called the Color Shifter, uh, and this is what it looks like. They come in 4 colors. The one I got is the Khaki shade. What is it exactly called though? I'm calling it Khaki, but yeah, Khaki Illusion. So there is purple, there is a nude, more like beige color story, and then one there's I think bronze or copper, something like that. So yeah, this particular color is called the Color Shifter, and this looked really textured, and the texture was amplified, really amplified in the pictures, and I thought it was going to be like a very textured, chunky kind of glittery shade. So yeah, I ended up getting one. I was curious. So these retail for $10 each. These are made in China, and it does come with a mirror, and it's a pretty compact palette, to be honest. So yep, it comes with 5 eyeshadows. And a quick note about these shifter topper shades, which is the textured shade in the middle. They say that shifter topper to use alone or to mix with other shades to transform their colors and effects show. So today my eye look, I have the shifter topper by itself on the entire eyelid, but I will swatch it over other shadows and show you guys how it transforms and everything. So yep, let's get right into it. So the first shade is a beige. I have to say the mattes are so pigmented and just go on like so effortlessly. This is a shadow I used to set my entire eyelid, and it went on really good and it wasn't ashy. I could have just put this shadow on my entire lid and put some eyeliner, mascara, and just be done for the day, because that was such a great color, and it wasn't patchy or anything. It didn't like skip or anything like that. It went on so good. It's such a great transformation shade, or transition shade, sorry. Such a great transition shade. Then next one is a dark khaki shade. It's like almost like like a khaki forest green. It's pretty dark, and actually this is a shade, this depth you see, basically it's, I used it as an eyeliner and kind of like buffed it out and kind of like a blown out eyeliner look. That's the one you see, and it went on really easy, and I buffed the edges of the eyeliner with this shade, and they complemented each other so beautifully. I know it's kind of like the swatch is patchy, but they went on easily, guys. It really went on easily. Great eyeshadows. And then this is, I think this is a true camel shade, right? Caramel camel kind of a shade. Very nice. This also was pigmented and went on really good. After setting my eyes with setting my primer with this shade, I kind of wanted to create I wanted to build the definition before I went on with the eyeliner, but this didn't really stand out with this shade. Honestly, this kind of like, I think, disappeared. This also disappeared because it kind of it matches my skin tone exactly. It exactly matches my skin tone. So you don't see it, but it's there. It's there. I promise you. It matches my skin tone exactly. I think now you see it, right? There is it. There it is. Now you see it. Right there. It's a beautiful color match. And then one last shade. Oh wait, not the last shade. You do have like a pearl finish that is it's kind of similar tones to this matte shade, but it's like satin. You can even set your entire, put this shadow on the entire eyelids, and it could be a matte shade with just a slight shimmer finish. It's a really beautiful pearl finish, and it's actually quite pigmented as well. So let's swatch the last shade by itself. I have to say, the photos were very intriguing on Sephora's website, and also quite misleading, to be honest. This texture eyeshadow is actually very smooth. It's not textured at all. Yes, there is like specks here and there, but it's not textured at all. It's actually pretty smooth. By itself, it looks like a pale yellow gold. It's not champagne. It's actually pretty yellow. But today, up against these greens, it kind of looks almost like a very pale green. It's actually quite nice and such a brightening shade. This is the color I have. I took it all the way up to the brow bone, and yep, it's actually pretty brightening. You can see how bright my eyelids look here. I have the shade all over here. It's not completely, you can see it has like a little bit of glitter here and there, but it's not crazy at all. It's really, really good. I like it. So let's quickly swatch this topper over this shade, see what that looks like. That's that. And this does not exactly transform. It just looks like an eyeshadow, if you ask me. Now this topper on top of this particular shade definitely kind of looks different, I have to say. Definitely looks kind of different, but we do have something like this already. So yeah, just to keep in mind, because yeah, I do think putting two shades in the similar color family was a little repetitive, especially because we're going to be using this topper to top them and all those things. And then on the camel shade, it just looks like your regular shade. This kind of looks white, if you ask me. And over the beige brown shade, it kind of looks white, and over the caramel brown shade, it looks more yellow, if you ask me. Yeah. And then on top of the pearl finish, yeah, that's what it looks like. Kind of gives a little bit of boost to the shade. I bet it'll look really nice if you put the pearl finish all over the lid and use this particular, like all over the lid like this, and this particular topper as like a spotlight look. I think it'll really blend well and look really spotlit and beautiful. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I think this is what I have on my lids. I think I told you, right? I use the beige shade to just set my primer, and then use this particular shade as an eyeliner, and on the lid I have this entire topper shade, and it by itself looks kind of green near the green eyeshadows and really looks pretty. So yeah, I think it's a good it's a good palette, but don't go into it thinking that the topper is very textured and it's going to give you this very dramatic look. It's not. It's a good shade. All the eyeshadows are really good. I think if you want a really good, like very subtle nude palette, definitely go buy the nude palette or the bronze palette. This is also good, but if I'm just saying, it's not gonna give you drama in your eyes, to be honest. So yeah, otherwise it's a really good palette. I really hope this video helped you. What do you guys think? Are you planning on getting it? Let me know down below in the comment section. I would love to hear, and I will see you guys very soon.